Hello everyone, my name is Glacial Bearcraft, and welcome to our first hardcore series and video of the channel. I hope you enjoy the video and continue to follow the series to watch the world as it develops into a hopefully sick hardcore world. Leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment marking yourself as a true OG of the channel. So before I ramble on any further, let's dive into this hardcore adventure. Starting this world like any other, we need to grab wood and use that to make us a crafting table. We luck out and find some spruce wood right next to spawn. We now need to explore this brand new world and find us a place to settle and call home. It didn't take us long before we spotted this village on the cliffside where we can rob them of their food and resources. As we ascended the mountain, we proceeded to steal everything they had worked so hard for, taking their hay, books, and whatever they had stashed away in their chests. Oh, and some more hay. After saying my farewells, I then saw an abandoned nether portal which could contain valuable loot. Well, that wasn't great. As soon as I'd finished looting the nether portal, I decided to explore a little while longer. As darkness descended, I set down my bed and crafting table to sleep our first night. When I woke up, I used the hay to make some bread and crafted a pickaxe to start gathering some resources. After gathering enough stone, I proceeded to craft the all-important stone tools. We also found some iron. Well, one piece. Then this mineshaft really started to tempt us. Before the temptation got the better of me, I packed up and went back to exploring as this base location wasn't going to find itself. I stumbled into this herd of cows and decided I'd take cheese on mine. In the distance, I spotted what I thought was another village I could rob, but it had already been abandoned, so I took my anger out on the only local I could find. After murdering the village's only inhabitant, I continued my journey. I scaled this mountain with the hopes of finding some easy iron. Here we go. You know, it's one piece it was worth that. Oh, yes. And some coal. I managed to find even more and went on a bit of a spree. After collecting the iron, I saw a dark oak biome which has one of my favourite blocks to build with, so we headed over there immediately. As I waited for saplings to fall, I'd done a much needed reorganisation of my inventory. As I continue to travel, you can probably tell I'm very picky about base locations. I'm looking for somewhere I can envision building lots of structures and plenty of space for expansions. And after so much resolving, we had finally stumbled across where we'd call home. We begin this day by murdering a golem for iron and raiding what the village has to offer. I then made my way to the other side of the hill to explore the area we'd call home. I found a nice house within the village where I could set up camp. We started by smelting the iron and putting everything away in the chest. After successfully setting up camp and squatting in someone else's home, it was time to hit the mines. It didn't take us long in the mines before we discovered a dungeon which contained a skeleton spawner. Found a wee dungeon. Well, that high was short-lived. He did. Oh, creeper destroyed the spawner! I was looting the chest. Oh man, that is so unlucky. Straight after that L, we found a geode, which contained one of my favourite blocks in the game, calcite. It didn't take us long after that geode to find our first diamonds. Oh, I thought it was only one for a sec. We got two! Is there any more? Or am I just being greedy? Oh! More diamond! There we go. Oh, we got 3 bits at least here. Oh, 4! Oh! This is a vein of 8. Oh yeah! This is the point where I need to realise I need to stop celebrating everything far too early. I'm actually gonna die. Oh, one heart. One heart. Yeah. After that, I had to dry my chair. Got a creeper. After that disaster, I built a wall to protect my staircase and continued down to bedrock. There we go. After mining for what felt like forever, we finally hit bedrock. Right, and we made it. This is where I mine out a small room to start branching off into strip mines. But before I go mining, I need to head back to base so I can depot all the stuff I already gathered from the mines. We made it back to the mines and got to mining. Oh, oh, stop. After that mining spree, we ended up with 26 diamonds and a whole bunch of other resources. We then used the diamonds we gathered to make full diamond armor. I wasted no time in going out to gather the materials I need for my new enchantment setup so I can enchant my diamond armor. Yeah, we'll just ignore the fact I failed to crit him there. After I gathered enough resources, I proceeded to then craft and assemble everything I need to enchant my gear. Thankfully, I remembered this lava pool next to the village on the lake was here. Sure is what we're looking for. I only needed to gather a few pieces of obsidian. Now on to how I'm going to get XP for this. After being extremely salty about that creeper blowing up my skeleton spawner from earlier, I used the dungeon finder to find a new one near my mine. After all the hassle of trying to get this thing cleared out, we can finally start on building the XP farm. We had to start off by extending the size of the room. Then onto the funnel where the skeletons would fall down so I could hit them. I definitely won't complain about finding these cheeky diamonds while I was digging this out. After completing the area where I'd killed them, all I had to do now was have a water system that pushes them into the funnel. Now that it was ready, all we have to do is activate the spawner. And to my delight, the skeletons were falling down the funnel just as planned.
There we have it.
I then realised I had to be a little bit closer to the spawner so that skeletons would actually spawn. After AFKing for a little while, I decided to go down and see how the spawner was getting on. And to my delight, everything was working just right. I realised I needed to go up and craft myself a diamond sword so I can make this so much more efficient. Now with the XP I had gathered, I could finally make my enchantment table and start enchanting my gear. The first thing I decided to enchant was my sword, as I was going to be gathering more XP with it anyway. I got pretty good enchantments, but I'd much rather sharpness, although I can't complain too much.
Let's see what I get on my pickaxe.
After AFKing for a little bit more, I decided to enchant my pickaxe, and the enchantments again weren't bad. I would have liked Unbreaking 3, but I'm not going to complain. I was also getting really sick of having to jump up and down from the mine, so I decided to craft some stairs and have a staircase going up and down to the mine. I next went up to enchant my axe. We ended up getting Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3 and Efficiency 4, so it was a really good enchant.
So I take off all my armor. Fire prop. Breaking. Blast protection. Oh, please. Please. Start with the helmet. Just Unbreaking. My life. Nope.
After enchanting all my armor,
Ew.
I decided now was a great time to head to the Nether. And as you can see, our spawn wasn't too great.
I currently can't see fuck all in this tree.
As you can tell by my reaction, I wasn't too happy, but we just have to make do. I started trading with the piglins right away to try get fire res potions for blazes or ender pearls for late game. It never took as long to get the potion, but I wanted to continue trading for a while before heading to the fortress. After finishing up business with the piglins, I got jumped by a hoglin, so I had to teach him a lesson. luckily he tasted like bacon, so it was all the more worthwhile. Now, time to make our long, dangerous journey to the Nether Fortress. After already crashing out about not being able to see, I changed my settings so I could. Now the search continues. After at least an hour, we finally found the Nether Fortress that we've been looking for. After the boss fight with the ghast, we then went up and entered the fortress. Here we go. Let's get some nether warts, some blaze rods, and get out. Thanks. Honest. And after at long last, we finally found the blaze spawner. I start off by drinking my fire res potion and healing up before going up and battering the blazes. I then start enclosing the blazes in a small room so they cannot escape and so I can't get hit from the outside. After grabbing just over a stack of blaze rods, we decided to start heading home. Instead of traversing through the Nether to get back to the Nether portal, I decided to make one here and then travel in the overworld, as it's just an overall safer option. Time. Finally, back into the overworld, and of course it's night and raining. Luckily for me, I spawned next to a village where I could spend the night. Realising I was about 6,000 blocks away, I knew we had a journey in for us. On our travels back, I spotted a pillager mansion, and I knew I wanted the totem from the evoker. I searched the mansion cautiously with confidence that as long as the Vindicators come at me one at a time, I'd be able to take them. Though that confidence was short-lived, as I instantly made sludge in my chair when 3 of them started chasing me. Although I really wanted this totem, so I decided to turn back and fight them head on. God. After already giving up doing the mansion the old-fashioned way, I decided to just start burning the place down and opening it up so I could actually find the evokers without having to go through millions of Vindicators. I then locked myself in this cubbyhole so I could wait out the fire and let it burn down before going out and searching it again. But of course, it started to rain as I started burning it down. Just typical. After spending ages looking for the evoker, we finally had eyes on him. We finally spot him outside. I knew I had to get this totem, but he sent the Vexes after me straight away. I just didn't realise how intense this was actually going to get. Oh, I do not want to come across that guy again. Oh my god. After narrowly being able to escape, and a completely brown puddle on the floor, we acquired the totem and lived another day. And of course, after that scary experience, we had to just go pillage the pillager outpost.
Really?
Although we got nothing, I think it was worth it. Now all we have to do is travel home, as we still have thousands of blocks to cover. I also tamed us this horse on the way back, so we could cover more ground faster. I couldn't be bothered walking the entire way, so here we are.
Pretty meh horse, but it's better than the other ones.
After the long journey home, we tied up our new companion at the lamppost just outside our camp. I also decided that we needed a better helmet because Unbreaking 3 was just not going to cut it. All we got was fire protection though. So I ended up grabbing my bow and enchanting that instead. We got power 3 on Unbreaking 3, which wasn't bad. And then we finally got protection 3 after that enchantment. And we finally got the protection that we've always wanted on this helmet. After depositing the items into the chest gained on that adventure, I started gathering materials to build our starter house, as I think it's definitely about time. I decided to set up this furnace house so I could smelt large quantities of stone. Now we need to start digging out and planning where my house is going to go. Of course my iron shovel breaks instantly. We have to head down to the XP farm and enchant ourselves a diamond shovel. I will say, instant mining is so much nicer than what the iron shovel was giving us.
Well done. Is there a specific?
Straight after I finished my house, I grabbed my materials and optimistically started the next build, the brothel. To be able to get this brothel up and running, we're going to need plenty of beds and we're going to need to shear
Come
loads of
today.
sheep to get all their wool.
Because we will die.
The final thing that we need to get this brothel up and running is 2 villagers that we can breed over and over till we have an absolute army to trade with them. A lot of headbanging later, we finally managed to get this up and running. I swiftly moved to terraforming for our next build. We will need somewhere to trade with the villagers, so a trading hall is my next project.
Right, my pickaxe is basically dead now. Alright, that's what I want to do.
After gathering all the materials I need for this build, we are ready to start construction on the trading hall.
Bash.
After spending absolutely ages building the town hall, we now need something to be able to tie the builds together. Some paths will do the trick nicely. Overall, I'm really happy with how these paths turned out. but the creepers while building were an absolute pain, so I've decided to go around and light up the area with some torches for now. And as a quick last project before logging off for the episode, I want to be able to terraform and get this place ready for our next projects. On the very last day, I decided just to reorganize my chest, to relax a bit, and so when we come back, everything is where it should be.
100.
And now to
Oh,
go
the
to sleep
slavery.
for the very last time this episode. Overall, I'm so happy with how this world is coming along so far. Though the builds are not complete, I'm proud of what we've achieved so far in just 100 days. I can't wait to keep playing this world and see how it expands over time. I also want to say a massive thank you if you made it all the way through the video. I loved making this video, and with your support we can continue this adventure together. I'm also planning to stream this world live on Twitch, so let me know if that is something you'd like to tune into. Finally, please leave a like and smash that subscribe button. I'd love to see you all come back and see the progress with me in the future. I just want to finish this off by saying thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you all have an amazing day. Glacial Bear, out.